Hey everyone, what's up? What's up? It's me, Mike. It's gonna be my second One Piece theory because I've been reading on the manga and I'm just gonna full on warn you. Spoilers for those who don't who only watch the anime. Let's be honest, who's gonna watch my video anyway? But this is I believed. This is my theory. I believe that the minks and the vinsmokes are connected because. Well, I'm gonna explain this. At the early on of the minks, it is stated that there is no weak one amongst them. From the child to the adult to the old man, all of them are strong and are ready to fight. There is no weakling in that country. And they do have electric abilities, as we've seen Sanji's brothers display. And you might think, really, you're basing your theory on only that? Of course not. That would be irresponsible. Although this is the internet and I can do what the fuck I want. No, the fact I'm basing this on other stuff. Like in a manga panel, when they reveal that all the soldiers of Gurma 66 are basically like they're genetically engineered. They aren't naturally born humans. They are made in a laboratory, which is kind of freaking obvious when you consider the fact that they all look alike. They all look alike. What was that guy's name? They fought Sanji in Caesar's Island. I can't remember his name. He was a pretend commander. He was a part of Don Flamingo's crew. He could go full body haki. Doesn't matter anyway. The thing is that they were genetically engineered to be soldiers, although they don't know it apparently. And Sanji and his brothers, they weren't genetically engineered. They were genetically altered at birth. Although Sanji doesn't display those capabilities yet. I believe that he's a late bloomer and that's why he's so strong now. But the thing that sparkled my theory about this was in a panel when when the story of Sanji's father was revealed, that he used to work with Vegapunk, and they discovered generic engineering. First of all, it didn't say they invented it, it just said they discovered it. And they're like, why would they say discover and not invented it? And my theory is that maybe they were doing some research on some old technology, maybe. And they discover how to genetically engineer or genetically alter humans. And the government tried to stop them from doing this. And I was thinking to myself, why would the government stop something that would give them soldiers? You know? Why would a world government not want to produce soldiers instead of risking civilian life? And my thought was that they already know the consequences of that. I believe that in the past, maybe the 100-year gap, some like maybe that mysterious country that already speaks where the Wheel of Tea came from. So I've heard of something like that. Maybe that country produced genetically engineered soldiers. And the world government that fought that country is afraid of those engineered soldiers because of what they can do. And maybe the Wheel of Tea is like descendants of those genetically engineered or genetically altered soldiers, and that's why they display someone with the DNA display abnormal characteristics. But the reason I believe that the minks are related to them is because the minks are humans with animal attributes, or animals with human attributes. And they've been on that island for so long, and they are very strong, and they have weird abilities, and they're all warriors. And what I think of this is that maybe they're the descendants of some genetic altered animals or humans that have animal properties. You know? And that may as well be possible, because if genetic engineering is something that was in the past, but now it's taboo from the world government because they don't want to repeat what happened in the past, that's why they pursue Sanji's father and Vegapunk from discovering. They didn't say, the manga didn't say they invented it. They say they discovered. Although it could mean the same, but maybe traditions weren't accurate. This is my theory based on that the manga's panel said that they discovered generic engineering. They didn't invent it and said that they invented generic engineering. No, it said they discover it. And that's like, it may mean the same, but to me it means something different, because I could discover something, but I didn't invent it. But if I, you know what I mean? And that's like something that got me like really, really thinking about. And I do think that it is related between the two. I feel like they discovered something from the past that was used on the ancestors of the minks, and that's why the minks look so animalistic. Because if you think about it, if you wanna, when they generic engineering, it's about a super soldier with animal attributes like smell, sense of hearing, speed, reflexes. And that's, I believe, what they did. They generically engineered humans have animal attributes, but it disfigured them with animal-like features, and that's why they live so far apart. Maybe they think that they've been like that all along. Maybe they don't even know that they're descendants of genetic alterations. This is just my theory. I'm not saying it's a good theory. My theory, everything I know, I'm saying it's based on that panel when Johnny's father and Vegapunk said that they discovered genetic engineering. They didn't say they invented it, it said they discovered it, and that's where my theory is based. I'm pretty sure there are a lot of holes in this theory. It's not a perfect theory. There's no such thing as a perfect theory. But it's fun to think about, and I really enjoy talking about it. And I believe that it may be true, unless Vegapunk and Sanji's dad really did invented it, and the panel was just mistranslated. But if it wasn't mistranslated, and they said, because discovering something and inventing it are two very different things. And that's it. That's my theory. I believe that the minks are generic, or the descendants of genetically altered humans or animals or engineered beings. So as the German 66 army and Sanji's siblings. There's a difference between the two, because the siblings were genetically altered at birth, and the German 66 army were produced in a bottle. They're not really humans, they're basically clones of a perfect soldier, maybe, or different types of soldier. And that's it. My name is Mike. If you like, subscribe. If you like it, subscribe. I said that twice, why? Doesn't matter. My name is Mike, and if you like my theory, thanks. If you didn't, I am so sorry. I wasted 7-8 minutes of your time. My name is Mike, and I'll see you next time. Bye.